The legend of Atlantis.
Some stories were never meant to be found.
Welcome to Unseen Files, the untold stories of the unseen. Like and subscribe in the channel. For more than 2,000 years, one story has haunted human imagination above all others: the legend of Atlantis. A civilization said to be more advanced than any kingdom of the ancient world, a paradise of wealth, knowledge, power, swallowed by the sea in a single catastrophic night. Was Atlantis merely a myth created by philosophers? Or could fragments of a forgotten truth still rest beneath the oceans of Earth? The legend of Atlantis. The endless ocean. The story of Atlantis first appeared in the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato, around 360 BCE. In two dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Plato described a vast island empire located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, known today as the Strait of Gibraltar. According to Plato, Atlantis existed nearly 9,000 years before his own lifetime. The rise of Atlantis. Plato claimed Atlantis was originally gifted by Poseidon, god of the sea. Poseidon fell in love with a mortal woman named Cleito. To protect her, he created concentric rings of land and water around a central hill, turning Atlantis into an unconquerable island kingdom. The Golden Capital. At the center of Atlantis stood a magnificent capital unlike anything the ancient world had ever seen. Circular canals connected every district. Gigantic bridges crossed shimmering waterways. Temples covered in gold and silver rose toward the sky. Plato described walls coated in a mysterious metal called orichalcum, a substance considered nearly as valuable as gold itself. Technology beyond its time. Over centuries, Atlantis evolved into a symbol of impossible advancement. Modern interpretations imagined Atlanteans mastering sciences far beyond their era, harnessing crystal energy, advanced astronomy, engineering, medicine, and perhaps technologies now completely lost to history. The Atlantean Navy. Plato described Atlantis as a naval superpower, ruling vast territories across the ocean. Their fleets controlled trade routes and conquered neighboring lands. Wealth poured into the empire from every direction, but power would soon become the seed of destruction. The fall of Atlantis. Corruption of the Atlanteans. According to Plato, the people of Atlantis slowly lost their virtue. As divine blood faded through generations, greed and corruption consumed the empire. The Atlanteans became obsessed with power, conquest, and luxury. Their once noble civilization descended into moral decay. The war against Athens. Plato claimed Atlantis attempted to conquer the ancient Mediterranean world. Only one force resisted them: prehistoric Athens. In the story, the Athenians defeated the mighty Atlantean Empire despite overwhelming odds. The cataclysm. Then came the final catastrophe. Plato wrote that violent earthquakes and floods struck Atlantis. In a single day and night of terrible misfortune, the island disappeared beneath the sea forever. The oceans swallowed one of the greatest civilizations ever imagined. Silence beneath the ocean. Atlantis vanished. No survivors, no empire, no trace. Only whispers carried across centuries, and a mystery that humanity would never stop searching for. Theories about Atlantis. Was Atlantis just a metaphor? Many historians believe Atlantis was never meant to be real. Instead, they argue Plato created the story as a philosophical allegory, a warning about pride, corruption, and the collapse of societies blinded by power. To these scholars, Atlantis represented the perfect moral lesson rather than a lost civilization. The Minoan theory. One of the most accepted theories connects Atlantis to the ancient Minoan civilization of Crete. Around 1600 BCE, the volcanic island of Thera, modern Santorini, exploded in one of the largest eruptions in human history. The blast generated massive tsunamis and devastated nearby Minoan settlements. Some researchers believe memories of this catastrophe may have inspired Plato's legend. Atlantis, in the Atlantic Ocean. Others believe Atlantis truly existed somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. The Azores Islands, submerged plateaus, and underwater geological formations have all been proposed as possible locations. However, no definitive evidence has ever been found. Antarctica theory. One controversial theory claims Atlantis lies beneath Antarctica. Supporters suggest the continent was once temperate before shifting to the South Pole. Some speculate an advanced civilization could have existed there before becoming trapped under miles of ice. Scientists, however, strongly dispute these claims. The Richat structure. In recent years, some theorists pointed toward the Richat structure in Mauritania, also known as the Eye of the Sahara. Its enormous circular formation resembles Plato's description of Atlantis. While geologists classify it as a natural formation, the resemblance continues to fuel speculation online. Advanced civilization theory. Alternative researchers suggest Atlantis may represent a forgotten advanced civilization that existed before recorded history, a culture destroyed by climate catastrophe at the end of the last ice age. According to this theory, survivors spread knowledge across the world, influencing ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the Americas. Atlantis inspires the world. Atlantis in modern culture. Whether real or fictional, Atlantis became one of humanity's greatest obsessions. Writers, filmmakers, archaeologists, mystics, and explorers all searched for traces of the lost city. The legend inspired countless novels, films, games, and scientific expeditions. Underwater exploration. Even today, explorers continue searching the oceans for clues. Advanced sonar technology and deep-sea robotics revealed strange structures beneath the sea. Most discoveries have natural explanations, yet the dream of Atlantis refuses to die. The deeper meaning of Atlantis. Civilization and collapse. Perhaps the true power of Atlantis lies not in whether it existed, but in what it represents. Every civilization believes itself permanent, yet history shows that empires rise and fall. Atlantis became a timeless warning about arrogance, environmental destruction, greed, and the fragility of human achievement. Humanity's fascination. Deep within the legend is a universal human desire, the hope that forgotten worlds still wait to be discovered. Atlantis symbolizes mystery itself, the possibility that history is far older, stranger, and more extraordinary than we imagine. The lost city still waits. Return to the ocean. Somewhere beneath the oceans of Earth, the ruins of Atlantis may still sleep in silence. Hidden beneath layers of water, time, and myth, waiting for humanity to uncover the truth. Until then, Atlantis remains one of the greatest mysteries ever told. The lost city beneath the waves. Was Atlantis history, myth, or a warning from the past? The answer may still lie beneath the waves. Subscribe now, and thank you for watching. Unseen Files, the untold stories of the unseen.
Some stories were never meant to be found.